It's the math guy, Steve. Let's try solving this equation. So, when solving equations, and it's a rational equation, meaning it has fractions involved, get rid of those fractions as soon as you can, right? By multiplying by the LCD, okay? So like here, we have an n squared, an n, and then a 2n, right? So the LCD here would be 2n squared, okay? So multiply everything by 2n squared, okay? In other words, do like Oprah. You get a 2n squared, you get a 2n, everybody get to 2n squared, okay. And how does that help us? Well, that gets rid of the denominators, meaning right here, the n squareds were canceled. Okay, so it's just 2 times that numerator. So 2 times n squared minus n minus 6. Okay, here, one of the n's cancels, so we get a negative 2n plus 12, okay, times an extra 2n. Okay, so times 2n. And then here, the whole 2 and the n cancel. Okay, 2 and one of the n's cancel. So at least we would just say n times n is 6. N times n minus 6, all right? All right, distributing across the parentheses, we get 2n squared minus 2n minus 12, okay? Distributing this negative and the 2n across these parentheses, we get minus 4n squared, and then negative 2n times positive 12 is negative 24n, okay? And then distributing this n across parentheses, we get n squared minus 6n, okay? Combining like terms on the left-hand side, we get negative 2n squared minus 26n minus 12 equals n squared minus 6n. And now it's just a quadratic like normal. We get everything on one side, right? So subtracting n squared, we get negative 3n squared. Adding 6n, we get minus 20n minus 12 equals 0, okay? And now we solve, get 0 on one side, then solve the quadratic like normal. Either factor the other side or use the AC method to factor, quadratic formula, completing the square if you're really adventurous, right? And so here, like, they all have a negative 1 in common, right? So I can take a negative 1 out of each. Okay, so if it's an equation, I can divide by negative 1. So 3n squared plus 20n plus 12 equals 0. Okay, then we can use the AC method to help us. So so the AC method says leave the first term as it is, leave the last term as it is, and rewrite the middle term using factors of A times C. So here, 3 times 12 is 36. So numbers that multiply give me 36 combined to give me 20. So that would be, in this case, 2 and 18. Okay. So rewrite this as plus 2n plus 18n. And now it's 4 terms. We factor 4 terms by grouping, right? So if I group these two, their GCF is n. If I take n out of each, it's 3n plus 2. Group these two, their GCF is 6, positive 6. If I take a positive 6 out of each, it's 3n plus 2. And now looky, they got the 3n plus 2 in common. So we factor out that 3n plus 2, and we're left with n plus 6, okay? So get 0 on one side, factor the other side, set each factor equal to 0. So here, if we set 3n plus 2 equal to 0, we set 3n plus 2 equal to 0, okay? And n plus 6 equals 0. Our solutions are here, 3n equals negative 2, so n equals negative 2/3. And here, subtracting 6, n equals negative 6, okay? All right, so those would be solutions to our equation, all right? Always remember, math is everywhere.